Hello. Today I am here to share with you guys some gay movies that guess where that you guys can actually go ahead and go watch on the platform of Tubi. Yes, most of these movies are actually free for watch on the platform of this very interesting streaming platform. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments because it does matter. Well, first and foremost, we're gonna start off with Those People. It is a 2015 American romantic drama. The film follows Charlie, a young gay painter who is deeply obsessed with his best friend, in this case Sebastian. Sebastian is a wealthy socialite whose life is basically unrevealing after his father is sent to prison for a massive financial scandal. So basically, his whole life is turned upside down. As Charlie tries to support, the self destructive Sebastian, he meets Tim, an older paint, in this case pianist, who is forced to choose between his toxic history and a healthy new future. Yes, so this one actually has a lot of dynamics in it. Different, situations that ends up being very important in this case for, the whole situation of Charlie. Yes, this one also actually got really good reviews, so that's why I just had to include it on the list. We have something like Summer. It is a 2017 film set in 1990 Houston. An openly gay teenager Ben, Ben Bentley, falls for Tim, a popular athlete. They begin a secret romance, but the pressure of Tim's closeted status and fear of social, repercussions eventually leads to a painful breakup. Years later, Ben is on, a stable, loving relationship with JC, a flight attendant. Tim in this case re-enters Ben's life, now an openly gay man and determined to win him back. This creates a tense love triangle with, manipulative attempts to reclaim Ben, nearly destroy, in this case, their relationship, in this case, Ben's relationship with Jace. So yes, it's about you trying to, get back the person who you feel like is your person, but it will be very difficult because of the new reality that life have brought you all to. Very good movie. And then moving forward, we have Mambo Italiano. It is a 2003 Canadian film. The film centers on Los Angeles, in this case, Angelo's struggle to balance his traditional family values with his identity as a gay man. Angelo shocks his, overbearing parents when he decides to make a very impacting move for his life. Maria and Gino, as he enters a secret romance with his childhood friend Nino, a policeman who is also closeted while Angelo seeks to live openly. Nino struggles with, the pressure to remain closeted and eventually, marries a woman named Pipina, and Angelo ultimately finds happiness with Peter. So yes, this one is very complex. Both of them love each other, but both of them want their relationship to go different ways. So, they just had, it basically shows the dynamic and showcase how and what they had to do in order to find happiness, with himself. Then moving forward, we have Naz and Maalik. It's a 2015 independent film. The film follows two closeted Muslim teenagers, Nag and Malik, as they navigate their secretive romantic relationship in a small town, and also they manage their small time hustle. Their erratic behavior is, misinterpreted by an FBI agent who suspects they are being radicalized. The movie takes very interesting turn once, the romance that they thought was such a secret ends up not being such a secret anymore. And obviously, that ends up turning the whole world of the two men around. This one got a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people criticized the movie, but it also got a lot of good feedback from people that definitely understood the whole plot and what the writers and the co and the producers were trying to transmit. Very much worth the watch in this case. If you have watched it, let me know your thoughts on it. And then moving forward, we have Handsome Devil. It is a 2016 comedy drama. The story follows two roommates at an elite all boys boarding school in Ireland who form an unique bond despite their social differences. Ned is an basically ostracized music loving who has an hard time at school because of his orientation and for him being gay. And Connor, he is the new rugby player. The two begin a bond over music and self expression, but their, friendship eventually gets tested because of everybody's point of view on what, their friendship should be. This one is a little bit more emotional, and the message behind it is actually very, very beautiful and interesting in my personal opinion. So yes, this one is actually very popular. I feel like a lot of people have watched it. I don't feel like it's a movie that is very much unknown. I feel like it got very, very well rated, and that's just another reason why, in this case, I had to personally, include it on this list.